What's up, y'all? SOCOM US Navy SEALs. Any percent glitchless. I'm casual speedrun. Let's get started. Time's gonna start on new game. And we're going straight into it, skipping a cutscene, skipping our option to change our weapons and equipment, opting instead to go straight into the level. We will be changing our weapons and equipment in a few levels, just not this one. There's no need. It's basically only when we need a loud weapon and or we need lots of ammo. And there will only be three levels where we do that, all right in the middle of the run. None at the beginning, none at the end. Okay, we're going to stand straight up. We're going to tell these guys to run to Zulu. I'll also tell Boomer to fire at will, our wingman, our swim buddy, Boomer.
Keep to the shadows.
Take a few of these guys with us as we shoot, as we move through. Oh, we got the cutscene. Nice. It made me come up here. That's okay. So we go in here, we destroy this radio so that they can't call for help. The team is making their way to their objective where... Oh, we're going to need to have Boomer do this instead. That's okay. This is unironically the hardest level in the speedrun. Not just because it's a, you know, the first reset point, right? Which is every speedrunner's first split is usually the reset point, right? But specifically Death at Sea, the name of this mission, Death at Sea is notoriously difficult. Okay, Boomer's not going to do it. It's because of this. You see, sometimes your team of elite Navy SEALs fails to do even the most simple thing, like dropping off a satchel charge. And this is no exception. This is pretty standard, actually. Usually we would just reset here, but for the sake of the marathon, obviously, we just continue. We're actually doing radio first for the sake of the marathon. Usually we would come down here, lead the team with us, and then just drop our satchel, tell them to drop a satchel, and move on and go grab that ledger we grabbed already. Okay, we got the satchel charges, and they cleared the barge. Let's get on out of here. Ah! Okay. X to skip a cutscene, mash it. Skip the results screen. Alright. As far as plot goes, there's not a whole lot in SOCOM. There's not a whole ton of plot, really. The game is mostly just very straightforward, no-nonsense, stealth action gameplay. What little plot there is basically just the mission briefings.
Good job.
Thank you. Same as last time, straight into the mission. No need to change anything. I'm actually going to change the color on this. Nah, actually, you know, that color's fine. This color's fine. I was thinking about changing it to red. Red's a bit much. Once again, we're going to just mash X to skip the opening cutscene where we parachute in.
Team, this is HQ.
Stand up straight, tell our team to fire at will. We do have aim assist on, which is only available on new game runs. New game plus, you're not allowed to have it. I mean, it doesn't have it. It's not a feature when you beat the game. As you increase in new game plus ranks, it's kind of like Dark Souls where everything gets much harder. I'm going to clear this myself. We're actually able to get Boomer to do it, but he's very inconsistent.
We got tangos. Be careful now.
Okay, the teams are careful.
Oh, he ain't moving now.
Alright, we're good. Not a huge time difference, several minutes. Okay, shoot that window so that this guy shoots at me, and the people inside will run out. Hopefully all three of them. Come on, shoot at me.
Tango sighted.
Thank you.
12 o'clock.
Yeah, we got one. It looks like we might have got all three. We got two.
Commander.
Nope,
Be
we're
sure
gonna have to
to
go
search
upstairs
the
still.
lodge building.
Oh no, okay. I guess I must have got two at
Good
once.
work, team.
Two for, nice. Okay, now the timer has begun, although we don't really worry about that in this run.
Well
It's a
done.
big factor in
Only one more
100%,
cache exists in our recon.
but a complete non-factor in any percent. We're way too fast to worry about it. Not just me, I mean like any runner is gonna be going too fast. So a lot is happening here as well. I'm stealing this guy's laptop before he can delete his browser history. and then running
Commander,
off the roof.
Guard the intel and continue on mission. You need to secure the area.
We have a
destroy their
third
supplies,
C4 to
and
drop
extract
off. We've already
ammunition.
dropped off 2 right before we shot that window. We dropped off the first one, and then after we, or before we cleared the lodge, we got the second one. Gotta shoot this one guy here, the other 2 will just yeet, and this guy also I'll shoot. I can't tell if this officer, the guy with the red beret, is over here or not. Looks like he may have run off. No, he's right here. Nice. Okay, good one. It's gonna be quick then. No meme house. I'm gonna take Pincushion's
Copy that,
weapon.
Commander.
Pincushion is, of course, our little abductee, who we can interrogate for information. Or I don't know. Do we really interrogate? He's an informant. He's willing to give all the answers, so that he doesn't die by our hand. Basically, I think is the deal. He knows that this is foolishness. Because what's happening right now is the Iron Brotherhood, a group of Russian terrorists, have set up a camp here in Alaska. They have killed an entire mining camp, killed all the people in an American mining camp, and taken over the camp. And now they are, well, now they're all dead, right? We just saw to that. But the last of them are over on an oil platform off the coast of Alaska, and we're going to go finish them off now. And that, I guess, is also the plot of SOCOM. We finish them off, and then we move on to our second theater, Thailand. There are 4 theaters in total. We've got international waters and Alaska, Thailand, Congo, and Turkmenistan. Once again, straight into the mission. No need at all to change anything. I'm going to go with red for a while. I'm going to end up changing to green, I already know. But I'll keep red for just now. Alright, the biggest piece of tech on this level is making sure you step firmly into a room to clear it.
I'm going Maverick.
Don't just assume anything. Oop, we missed. That's
I'm right
okay.
behind you, sir.
Okay, get them to fire and follow. Clear this door. We have to clear every single building on this platform. I'm gonna kill that guy just for safety. Same with him, so the team doesn't get hung up shooting on him, or shooting at him. Kill this guy, and then right back out. Jump over the railing. Head over here, and yeah, the team's in a perfect position. We don't want them too far up, because we need them to follow us up here. Because there are 3 bombs on this level, 3 bombs that are threatening to blow up this oil platform. The timer will start any second now. That's the first one. Bomb number 2, and then we'll have to handle the third one. You can have Boomer do it. He oftentimes will catch up with you fast enough that it's worth doing with him. Not if you want to be fast. It's almost always faster to do it yourself. That's a pretty constant theme in this game, although you have teammates, and they are good sometimes, I guess. Most of the time, it's just much faster to do it yourself.
Don't forget that you're
And more consistent. Oh, yeah, oh wow, we got a late timer. Interesting. We were much more stealthy than I thought. Yep, and I'm gonna kill you too. Okay, we just killed that hostage. There are 2 hostages in here named Herbert and Harold. That was Herbert, and this is Harold. Harold has the headphones, Herbert has the helmet, and we kill Herbert because it's faster. We only need to rescue one, as it turns out. Okay, shoot this wall so that this guy ends his bathroom break early. Opens the door for us, thank you. Okay, and that's building E cleared. The last of the hostages are back there. We should have oil platform clear now. Good, all buildings clear. Okay, I am going to play it safe and just kill these 2 guys before they can mess with my mojo. And then we'll defuse bomb 3, and we're out of here. So those guys, it's basically a coin toss. If you go and defuse this, water break time, by the way. Got my Matt mug. Matt such. Mountain Dew Code Red. Awesome. Hillbilly coffee. Anyway, it's basically a coin toss. If you decide to just, which we always do in PB attempts, if you decide to just come over here and defuse the bomb without
HQ,
killing
all
those
bombs
guys,
are neutralized.
it's basically a coin
Everything's
toss
secure
as to
over here,
whether they will
Command.
shoot you and
Ready to pull out.
interrupt
Good work,
your
Commander.
defusing,
Locate
which
the
means you have to
hostages and
start
watch
that
for
whole
terrorists.
20 or 30 second timer all
Good
over
work,
again.
team. The bird's on the way to bring
It's
you
pretty
all
rough.
home.
Okay,
Have a good
that was
one.
decent. So far, so good. But yeah, for the sake of safety, I'm always just going to kill them. For the marathon setting, it's way better. Just kill them, run back over. You barely lose any time, just a few seconds. Okay, we are now finished with Alaska. We are heading to Thailand. We'll once again have 3 missions. Every theater has 3. Go straight into it. Next mission, we will change our armory. We will change our equipment. Not this time, though. We will do something pretty interesting that some people might even call it a glitch. It's not a glitch. We're going to kill our own teammates. We're going to kill Jester and Spectre, who are Bravo element, and we are Able element. Me and Kahuna and Boomer are Able element. Boomer will never leave your side. So he's always much faster than these guys. And yeah, these guys are just too slow. So we're going to kill them to leave them behind. Because all of your
Don't rush
living
straight into this
teammates
one, team.
must be at the
Use
extraction
stealth
point.
and recon the area before engaging the enemy.
That's a pretty major strat in this game. It allows us to
Spectre
save
has been
quite a bit of time. We don't have to
incapacitated
wait
and
for
can no
them.
longer translate terrorist conversations for you.
Another strat you'll notice is that we're kind of just running past what might be a lot of interesting stuff normally if you're playing the game. However, all of these mission objectives, of all of those, only 2 need to be completed, and they're both at the very end. That's the main speed tech, I would say, of this game, is actually just skipping primary mission objectives, which we didn't even know we could do until I did a massive amount of routing after I got the 5507 run. Back when 5507 was actually really fast. Oh my god. Yeah, we discovered that you don't actually have to do all the primary mission objectives. You can skip most of them. Or maybe not most of them. In this level, you can skip almost all of them. Shoot, just in case there's a guy in there. There's not. There rarely is when you do this strat. Okay, we got the intel. We need that. And now we're going to
HQ,
shoot
we
our
got a
last
problem.
teammate
The complete data is not here.
once
They
we
must
get
have
out of
moved it
here.
upriver.
So this X, in the top right corner, you'll see a map, the mini-map. That little X, and then the navigation point, the green square that says Z, Zulu, that's our ticket out of here. And the only way we're going to get it fast enough is by killing Boomer, because he's also just too slow. There he is. Okay.
Your team has been incapacitated.
We convinced the game basically that it's good enough that we can be pulled out. Oh wow, a sub 2. Good. So yeah, basically we've just convinced the game that all of the living teammates are at the extraction point, which is true. However, normally when your entire team gets wiped, if all 3 of your teammates get killed, you will actually not be able to complete any missions normally. The game will fail you. You'll get a mission failed. However, if you do it right there, for some reason the game is totally okay. Okay, we're going to do our first armory. Okay, that was a little fast, so what I did is change my rifle to the M4 because it has 5 full magazines and because it's loud. We don't want to surprise anybody, as weird as that might sound. Navy SEALs, of course, are known for using stealth. However, it's really bad in the speedrun if we surprise people most of the time. In 100%, it's a little different, and New Game Plus, a little different as well. We want to do the opposite of that here. So we're going to do it like this.
I think they suspect something, sir.
Excuse me. Past everybody.
Hostile sighted, 12 o'clock. Hostile sighted, 12 o'clock.
That guy's shooting at me. Yeah, right. The snipers in this game, in new game, cannot hit the bright side of a barn from 10
Commander,
feet.
you should locate Morgan first.
Okay,
She's
we're going to
likely
demonstrate
be less
reload
heavily
mashing
guarded
here.
than her
So,
husband.
if an enemy shoots you, normally in this game, you will stagger, which is really, really deadly, actually. I'm gonna shoot this guy for safety. Usually I just run past him. But anyway, the way reload mashing works is that the staggering is an animation, right? Your player goes through an animation, and you can't cancel it with anything else. But if you reload like this, if you just reload non-stop, you will actually stop the stagger. You will cancel the stagger animation and be able to continue running like normal and shooting. Or well, once you finish your reload. So you will be reloading, which can leave you vulnerable, but at least you're able to run away. Not a necessary objective, but for safety, I want to kill those guys because we have to come back this way, and they can shoot you in the back as well as in your front. Okay, now we have to rescue Morgan Mumu.
Hostile sighted. 8 o'clock.
The ambassador's wife, the ambassador to Thailand, has been abducted. We have to save him and his wife.
6 o'clock.
Okay, we got 2 guys outside, which means only 1 in here. And Morgan is ours.
Dropped him.
Thank God you found me. I thought they were gonna kill me.
Double voice line, Pog.
HQ, we have Morgan. Let's get her
Okay,
out of
run
here.
behind this elephant so that Morgan follows our path back here. This guy is called the Assassin, but he's dead now. Okay, I'm gonna have to take an enemy weapon. I've killed a lot of enemies for safety. I'm gonna grab this AK-47, and now that Morgan's little blue circle has disappeared from the map, I'm able to call the helicopter to come get her while we just basically run away. We can even take a quick peek and make sure it's safe. Yeah, because of this guy. He doesn't usually... It's kind of rare nowadays when we do it quickly for him to show up at all. But that's why I like to take a quick peek and just hesitate a second for the sake of safety. Make sure he doesn't try to sneak. And even if he does, the helicopter has a gun on it, it'll usually kill him. But for the sake of safety, why not? Just take a little peek. Alright, and just like that, we're almost done with what is actually one of the hardest missions casually. This is definitely the biggest roadblock for new players. Or the first really big one, I would say. Most of the rest of the game has been pretty easy so far, and the same goes with the speedrun as well. You can very easily get killed here. Ignore the fact that all my teammates have full health. We actually leave Jester and Spectre at the very beginning of the mission so that they don't die, because it is pretty dangerous still. I'm also going to shoot this guy and keep moving because there's a guy right behind me. Make sure he doesn't shoot me. Okay, we need to shoot this guy on the left. Okay, we can ignore that guy on the roof. It's always really Monka. It's really Monka to get shot at like that and not be
Arthur,
dealing with
secure.
him.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, that's that.
Primary objective complete.
Okay. Mash X, skip the cutscene. 337, that was good. That was very clean. Yeah, we got a cracked Morgan. Morgan ran straight towards the extraction point where her little emblem disappears from the map. She ran straight there, man. She was awesome. Once again, we're going to skip this debrief. We are not going to save. Remark. Okay, last mission in Thailand. One more armory. I'm going to give the entire team the M4 and then give me double ammo and double ammo and Claymore. It's very responsive on PS2. It's easy to overmash it. All right, take a little sip of our trusty mug. Woo! Man, that's good. The Mountain Dew Code Red. I'm going to change the color to green after this mission, I think. Okay. The man loves the game. Of course, it's a great game. What's up, Ticklepuss? We're going to ignore these guys in the hut. We're going to basically just ignore everyone except maybe fire a couple shots in the air so that everybody starts running away. That's what we want. Again, we don't want anyone getting surprised by us. That's the worst possible thing.
Enemy sighted. 6 o'clock.
like this guy. We really don't want to accidentally stumble across them, you know what I mean, and have them kill us. We want them to be spooked so that they run away, they freak out, they panic, they run into the open. Some enemies, like on New Game Plus, the enemies are way more disciplined and they won't... Their behavior is also very erratic on New Game Plus. It's not like New Game where everything's more or less predictable and then there are a few enemies which will give you memes, but we know what they are, right? At this point, any player who's played as much as I have, like any of us top runners, will know what all is going to happen, basically, with most enemies. Even with enemies who have varying behavior, we know what the varieties are. We know what to look for, right? However, on New Game Plus, it's not at all like that. Enemies kind of just do random stuff all the time. It's more random than consistent, actually. Nice, we even got ammo from the M16. Good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna send my team over here to make sure that these guys spawn and tell them to fire at will, in case they, you know, run into them while they're spawning. Okay, head up here. We need to clear this compound area. This is the last stronghold of these terrorists who have kidnapped the ambassador and his wife and also stole some biological weapons data. They're planning to manufacture a weapon to release into the Thai water supply unless their demands are met. Of course, we can't let them, you know, we can't let them do that. In 100%, we actually take the leader alive so that he can face a trial of peers, right? So that he can actually face justice. I'm gonna kill these guys for safety. Oh wow, that dude soaked some bullets. Okay, take a 74. That's the real reason we actually killed him, is to take this rifle. Because this rifle is a cannon. This rifle is easily the best weapon in the game, and it's not even close. It's the most accurate, it's the best assault rifle for shooting at range, and it's the most powerful. So between all of those things, it's just insanely cracked. Okay, we killed the leader, they're all dead. Take a little ammo. Grab the biological weapons data so that nobody can release a deadly weapon into the water supply. That would be bad. Okay, now we're going to plant a claymore, and hopefully we'll be able to run through it and make it look really cool, but it looks like that was a little far forward. Oh yeah, actually it was in a weird spot and it didn't blow the door at all. That's fine. We'll just do this. It always looks so cool when you blow the door the right way. But it's really, really precise. It can knock you over if you do it just a little bit far forward. It looks like I was actually too far to the right. This is a pretty dangerous part, so I'm going to take my time here instead of just holding W, like up on the analog stick. Yeah, because that guy runs in, he can ruin it for 100%. I mean, any of these guys can ruin it on any speedrun by just killing you, right? And they all have the AKS-74, so even on New Game, these guys are pretty deadly.
Agents, HQ.
Alright, we're about halfway. Well, in terms of number of... oh wow, we didn't get the compound. It looks like somehow somebody survived at the compound, so we're actually going to have to go back. That's okay, that happens from time to time. We're going to tell the team to attack to Echo. Hopefully they can come across the guy and save some time. It looks like we missed somebody, but I'm not totally sure who. It must have been one of the stairs guys on the right. Which is fine, it's not a huge deal. We just go back there. So this is a perfect opportunity to explain where you actually do lose time, and it's finicky objectives like this. We don't really die much in the run anymore. It's actually become safer, if you can believe it, even though now for world record attempts, it's not very safe. You just run right into enemies all the time. But,
Good shot.
okay, they'll all be over here, it looks like. Oh my, I almost shot him.
Tango sighted. Looks like he's moving.
I gotta mind my teammate.
Tango's down.
Okay, we got him. Okay. Now we're done. Okay. That lost maybe 45 seconds, but it's not too bad. We haven't any deaths or any setbacks so far. So far so good. Only mistake I've actually made in the entire run, so I'm okay with that. And that is a mistake. I mean, technically the team can take care of that for you, but they didn't. So, no big deal. We just go back and take care of it ourselves. Okay, we're heading to the Congo. I'm going to change the light to green. Saturday. It's actually Friday today. One last armory, last one in the run. Alright, change this to green. Yeah. We're green gamers now. Alright. Little sip. Ah, good stuff. Code Red Mountain Dew. The only acceptable Mountain Dew. Watermelon's okay too. I don't like the original. I don't like any of them. Except this one and the watermelon. Okay, we actually want to maximum aggro these guys, so we are going to shoot that barrel. This is pretty tight. Let me focus for a second. We need to make sure we don't get killed by this guy. He has a grenade launcher.
Tango, he's on the move.
He's the first enemy in the run. There were actually 2 on the last level, but they're a joke. You don't have to worry about them. He's the first enemy in the run with a grenade launcher who is in a really good position to just kill you. And when the grenade launcher is fired at you, it's basically over. It's in God's hands at that point. It's in the hands of some kind of universal, ultra-divine power of gaming. Has nothing to do with you or your decision-making. Once the grenade launcher has been fired at you, it's just time to prage.
Enemy spotted.
Tell Santa you've been a good boy and hope for the best. Okay, that grenade is going to take out the radio. Hopefully. If we miss, that's okay. We'll just go back and shoot it. But usually, yeah, it's an easy throw. Okay, we got it. Comms disabled. We gotta grab this map, and that's the intel. I'm gonna shoot him for safety. I usually just smack him. We also need to kill every single enemy on this level, which is pretty painstaking.
HQ, we've gathered
Especially
intel on
since
the
if you
Marine
miss a
hostages
single
in their
one,
current
you
location.
have to go back for them, and it's just awful. Just like on the last mission, actually. If you miss someone, you have to go back. And it's pretty painful. But that's why we're gonna be really thorough here. I need to go back. I need to shop that last mission a little bit more before we're ready to start reliably sending Bravo on an attack pattern over there. It's somewhat consistent, but
You got it.
I mean, you just saw. Every once in a while, you'll have to run back and do it yourself. Okay, the sniper climbed down. That's good. Okay, Boomer's right next to us. That's also good. So we're gonna send Jester and Spectre to go kill all the enemies over there. There are some maybe 10 or 12 enemies over there. It's quite a few, and they're all really dangerous. But approaching from the spot that they're coming from, it's a good deal. They'll make it. Okay, we have to wait for Boomer. Looks like he's doing something. Okay, there we go. Tell him to drop his satchel because we can't do it all by ourselves as much as we wish we could.
Area clear.
We have to rely on our teammates sometimes.
Secondary objective.
Okay, this area is clear. Reload match to skip the rest of that animation. I'm actually going to take this guy's M60 because I'm a little low on ammo. It's not ideal. You want to be able to keep your own weapon, but I mean, if you run into a lot of enemies, you're just going to have to shoot. You have to shoot them, right? You have to kill every enemy. So it is what it is. We've got the M60. We just have to aim a little low and prage, basically, because it's really inaccurate. It's really hard to shoot these guys, even with aim assist. Oh wow, really fast enemy escape. Prevented, okay. That's perfect right there.
Primary objective complete.
Okay, that's all. You have to 100% this level, and you
munitions
have to
dump
kill
has been
everyone to
destroyed.
100% it.
The
But we got it.
mercenaries
Ultra safe.
underestimated you.
Nobody even got wounded.
Unfortunately,
Wow.
we underestimated
Textbook
them as well.
Merc staging.
I'll fill you in when you get back.
Let's go.
Excellent. Eliminate all.
Wow, we're still sub 30. Okay, we're on good pace. I hope I don't beat my PB. That would be embarrassing. I can't because of the last mission. City of the Forgotten, losing that 45 to a minute. That's too much. I'm not going to PB for sure. The rest of this has been really clean. Squeaky clean. Even though we did also do a radio first on the very first mission. So that's also a little bit of time lost, like 20 seconds, for the sake of having it be like pretty consistent, you know. Whereas doing the bomb first, doing satchel first, which is the normal strat for any percent for PB attempts, but it's so inconsistent that I can't even show it off. I can't like demo it here. You know what I mean? It's just extremely inconsistent. It's bad. I mean, it's literally 75% of the time you won't get it. I'm not kidding. It's more, you fail it more often than you succeed. Okay, we're gonna kill Boomer. Not because he's slow, but because that actually changes the way that the game spawns enemies. I'm also gonna tell, actually I'll wait a sec. You know, let's just send them before I forget. We'll send them to Foxtrot because that's not too far away for them to take the objective already. Okay, we're gonna pick up an enemy AKS, once again because it is a cannon. It is just the best gun in the game.
We need to sweep the area and make...
Okay, this level can be pretty deadly because a lot of enemies have the 74. And it's broad daylight as well, so you don't really have the element of surprise on most enemies, especially since I also am using a 74, so it's nice and loud. Everyone knows we're here now. But we actually don't need to worry about that, even though in the game you'd think you need to when you're dealing with hostages that you need to rescue. In New Game, the enemies are not smart enough to actually execute the hostages. You don't have to worry. Oh, I'm hit pretty bad. Usually that guy's super slow, but he got me this time. That's okay.
Enemy sighted, 12 o'clock high.
Okay. I think that was a headshot. Let's see if he pops back. Nope, he's still alive. That was a headshot. Okay. So what we're doing by manipulating these spawns, so we killed Boomer, right? Now we're killing everyone in this area. The game can only spawn so many enemies at a single time. It can only render so many at once.
Enemy sighted, 11 o'clock high.
So basically what we're doing is making it so that it guarantees all of the spawns to come when we go up this hill. We don't want anyone not spawning. It's really bad. Because then we get a late spawner. Okay, they got the sniper. Good stuff, guys.
All right. Watch
If we get a late spawner, they might kill the POW. They might kill one of the 3 POWs, or one of the 2 that are over here, as soon as we turn our back. They'll spawn and just kill the POW. This game's really cruel, actually. It's like deliberately cruel. It will spawn enemies just to kill you or the people you are escorting, like these POWs. Okay, there might be a spawner up here, but I don't think so.
There's Magnus. If he's going off to find liquor, I'll kill him myself.
Enemy sighted, he's on the move.
We'll be vigilant just to make sure.
Good shot. We got tangos, watch your backs. Enemy down.
Sir. Well, the other guys
Okay.
are
Riley and Beckman. This one's Beckman. William Joseph Beckman. Private First Class. Billy.
Command, we've got the Marines.
No, I
Sounds
don't
like
know.
there are more
I'm
mercs
just
than a
making
cave
that up.
complex nearby.
Alright, come on. It looks like no
Commander.
spawner, so we got everybody.
Eliminate all hostiles. We can't send the extraction
Let's look
vehicle
away
to
and
a
look
hot
back.
AO.
All right, team.
Yeah, there's
Let's
nobody
clear the
there.
caves
Okay,
and
we're
get
good.
out of here.
So now, like the objective says, we have to head down to the caves. Just be nice and careful here. No reason to be hasty. The POWs take a time to catch up anyway. I recently discovered that it's probably faster to go in this way. It's much safer for the sake of New Game Plus, because enemies are just insane aimbot demons in New Game Plus. And it's just much better to come through here. However, we may have to go out the other way if we don't get 2 really nice enemies running through here. Looks like 1. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, we are gonna have to exit that way probably, because we only got 1. And we need to clear the caves to finish this mission. And we won't get the objective from these guys. We're still missing 1. That's okay, we come in here, get the last one. Oh, he's not saying his line. What's my name?
Okay.
Usually he says, what's my name? What's my name? His name is Riley, according to, the corporal. Corporal Jacob Hamilton, sir. Okay. Still not getting this guy, that's fine. Just look away. Sometimes that makes them spawn. Okay, we can actually go back. Let's go back out this way. But be mindful of any enemies who may come in through the cave. Make sure this guy is following me. Good. Managing these POWs is risky business. Pretty risky bisky. Okay, come on, guys. Now we can turn our back and go. You always want to keep an eye on them, though, when you're trying to be safe. Come back out this way. It's definitely much safer, even though right then it may have been faster to go out the other end, because we had gone so far down the tunnel already. For the sake of safety, I'm going to come out this way, because it's much safer. I'm also going to have these guys come up with us and move towards Zulu, which is our extraction point. Wait for all 3 of those blue dots on the bottom of the map to catch up. The 3 H circles in blue. H meaning hostage, I guess. Although it's interesting who it considers a hostage, right? I'm not certain. What else would it be besides hostage, right? But hostage isn't really a good way to put it, I think, for these guys. These are US Marines who were taken prisoner by these terrorists. So they were hostages, but not anymore, right? So it's like, oh, we got a shooter. That's pretty rare. Who? Look, we got some guys who don't even know what they're shooting at. What the heck? What were they shooting at? Come on. Alright, we got all 3. Let's go. Get me out of here.
Well done, men.
Dangerous mission, especially on New Game Plus. Very, very dangerous. 642, that's decent for how far we had to go down the tunnel. Yeah, we're on pretty good pace right now. If I do say. I do. It's decent. Not world record or anything. We are not doing world record strats, and we didn't get the good clear in City of the Forgotten. Anyway, so.
A fine.
A fine. We're actually gonna have to leave our teammates behind again, like we did on Temple at Honken. We need to leave Jester and Spectre behind because it's just too dangerous. It's just way too dangerous to bring them with us. It's easy for us. It's actually a pretty easy mission. Glitchless and unglitched. It's really easy unglitched. But even glitchless, it's pretty easy. But we need to leave the team behind because if they all get killed, it's GG's. Okay, leave them behind. Shoot this one guy. There are actually 5 enemies in this area. We only need to shoot that one because the other guys are blind or something. Yeah, I mean, they might hit you, but they're not going to kill you, most likely. Oh, wow, that dude just hit me in the head, I think. They can kill you, but it's so fast to do it this way that it's always worth taking the risk. Always. Always worth. Yeah, we lost Boomer already. Technically, it's a very dangerous part. Dangerous. In casual play, it's a very dangerous area. But for the run, again, we just run past. Because even if you die there, it's faster to just do that than to shoot everybody. It's faster to die and restart than to shoot everybody. Because then you get a flood of enemies if you wait. A bunch of extra guys spawn, actually. Okay, just make sure that that guy's not shooting at us. Okay, we need to kill his buddy behind the grass. Yeah, there he is. I don't need to worry about that sniper. Again, the snipers on New Game are a joke. Most of the enemies on New Game are a joke. Compared to the New Game Plus. Well, okay, I should not say that. Because then somebody's gonna boot up this game and be like, oh wow, let's check it out. And they're gonna get stuck on like the 2nd mission. No, it'd be like the 5th mission. But yeah, anyway, I'm just not going to shoot these guys, because we can get away with letting them run. Okay, I'm about to execute Lynxy Skip, run right into this crease, shout out Lynxy, the gamer who found it, and then just skip all of that. It saves about 20, maybe 30 seconds. Oh, maybe not that much. 15, 25 seconds, something like that. And that way we don't... It's also safer. That way we don't have to fight some of the enemies who we would otherwise have to fight.
We can turn off the power, we can get the Marine out, sir.
Okay, looks like we got a full house back here. That's fine. Play it nice and safe. Oh no, it's not. It's only the one. Interesting. Okay, lock disabled. We're gonna get the last Marine and bring him home. Easy. Even though we took a lot of damage at the very beginning, that happens. This much damage is pretty rare, but it does happen. Sometimes you'll even get killed going through there. If you don't shoot the first guy, there's a really good chance you get killed, actually. So, and it doesn't really cost any time to shoot the guy. You can shoot while you're running. So that's the... I mean, it's not even the safety, right? Because that's what you always do. But it makes it generally safe enough. No one else is really going to hit you in the rest of the level. There's not that many engagements, actually. Okay, we are heading to Turkmenistan now. Less. Skip a cutscene where some guys buy some suitcase nukes. Fat Cat and Kitten, that's their name. Their names. Okay, one more armory, actually I lied. No. Just double ammo, Claymore. Okay. You'll see why the Claymore in just a second. We played this game. We, I mean all of the people who've played the game. We all played this game for 20 years. 20 long years before we realized that we could destroy this gate with a Claymore. And two of us found it on the same day, independently. Me and Big Boy. We call it Big Boy Skip. There is no casual skip. Skipping mission objectives is casual skip. Among other things, but there will never be a casual skip. No point. Okay. Shoot this light out, get a little enemy action moving. Again, we do not want to spook anyone. We want them all to be out in the open, freaking out. Right? Because, yeah. That's... Okay, he shot me. That's not a big deal. This level is probably the most dangerous in all of Glitchless, I would say. Just because there's a lot of grenade launcher enemies, and grenade launcher is like instant death. Can literally just GG you on the spot. Okay, there he is. Speak of the devil. Got him. Actually, I may leave them right there.
Check.
Grenade launcher? No. Huh? Oh, there he is. Interesting. There's the phantom guy. If you go in through the other door, you can actually see that guy spawn. Nice, we got a downstairs map. Let's get out of here.
Enemy spotted.
Let's ski-daddle. Did I pick up a grenade? No. That's okay. If I picked up a grenade, I would throw it over at that generator and turn it off, because for some reason YouTube thinks that this generator, or not the generator, YouTube thinks that this alarm sound sounds like an Italian pop song. I mean, anybody in chat think it sounds like a pop song? Exclamation point song? It doesn't, right? But YouTube thinks it does for some reason. Okay, we're going a little slowly here to make sure this area is nice and clear before we grab Pickle. Again, this is a really, really dangerous level, actually. Every enemy has the 74, except for the enemies who have the grenade launcher. So it's really dangerous, because both of those things are just run enders. I can hear an enemy. Oof. Uh-oh. We lost a man. That's okay. That's to be expected, honestly. It's not like it loses us any time or anything, it's fine.
HQ, I have a map indicating...
Whoa! Huh? Enemy special forces just teleported in, I guess. Okay. Well, that happens from time to time, but I've actually never seen it happen right there.
Alright, let's get out of here. Keep close.
Weird one. Sometimes... Well, not sometimes. A lot of times the game will spawn an enemy in just to kill you or just to kill Pickle. Like right then, for example. Do you see that? I ran right past that area and then it spawns a guy right next to me. Totally unfair. Rather, sorry. What I mean to say is totally fair and balanced gameplay. Very fair and balanced. It's unlucky. But nothing else besides just a little unlucky. That's okay. We just start the mission over. Pickle is mission critical, so if he dies, GG. I did not bother grabbing the 74 because I'm in a hurry.
They know. Enemy sighted. 3 o'clock. Dropped him.
I'll also tell them to ambush right here before I blow the detonator. Okay.
Team, there's a lot of hostile
Yeah, that was
movement in
really
the prison area.
unfortunate.
You'll
That's,
need to move
again,
quietly to locate
man,
and
it happened
extract
twice
Mr.
in a
Pickle.
row. We got a spawn inside of the prison cell, which I've never even seen before. And then we got that guy spawning right next to us, which is just absolutely awful.
There's a lot of hostile
It's just
movement in the
pure
prison area.
and simple
You'll
bad
need to
luck.
move
There's not
quietly
really
to
anything we can
locate
do
and
about that.
extract Mr. Pickle.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that that'll never happen again because, well, you run. It's like the thing with the chimpanzees typing, right? They'll eventually type Shakespeare, but I mean, that is probably never gonna happen again. Definitely not the prison cell spawn because that's completely just crazy abnormal to have an enemy spawn in the prison cell right there next to you.
He's on the move.
Oop, grenade launcher.
Tagged him.
Please kill him, Boomer. This guy right here. That's just painful, you know. You run right past the area, and then immediately the game spawns an enemy. That's what I mean when I say that this game is cruel. It's not just a game, right? It's a cruel game. The game is like cruel to you. That is what I mean. Okay, he's not in here. He's actually in this one, I think. Yeah. There's only 3 out of these 6 cells, or 8 cells rather, that I think he can be in. We've never seen him in any of the other. Oh no, it is 6.
Primary objective complete.
Enemy sighted. 4 o'clock.
No enemy with the 74.
HQ, I
in
have a
here.
map indicating Mr. Pickle's mountain camp.
I'm gonna wait
Looks
for
like
the
there'll
team
be
to catch
stiff
up a little
resistance.
bit. Okay, that's good enough.
Primary objective complete.
So that way I have a little cover,
He's on the move.
so I can check on this area ahead of time. Because, I mean, yeah, right here is where it happened. I'm just gonna
Alright,
watch.
Let's get out of here. Keep close.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
He's on the
Just
move.
send these guys right out here.
Okay.
Okay. We're decent on ammo right now, I think. 2319. We got a 2319, 20, 24. Oh yeah. We don't even have a single bad mag. Let's go. I'll take this 16. Lighting does matter quite a bit. If you're out in broad daylight, enemies will spot you instantly. Literally instantly and start shooting. Especially on new game, it's literally instantaneous. I'm not gonna take that because there's a chance there's no ammo with it. Sometimes enemies will drop a rifle that actually has no ammo in it, and they won't even drop a little ammo box. Almost always they do, but sometimes if they died sufficiently long ago, their ammo box will already be gone. Oh, that's right, this rifle doesn't really have very good penetration, so we can't shoot through this very well. I think I got him though. Yeah, he's dead. We'd be hearing more shots if he were still alive. Okay, that should be the end of the enemies. I'm gonna take this just in case it's not, because occasionally the game spawned, well, not occasionally, one single time the game spawned an enemy over here, and I killed him because I was paying attention. That's it. That's the only time it's ever happened. But now I'm forever Monka, even though this is supposed to be literally like you take a water break. Right now, you just drink some water because it's literally just hold W. Yeah, there's nobody here. On 100%, there are like 12, 15 enemies to kill here. It's quite a bit. Wait a second for Pickle to catch up. That's really unlucky what happened earlier, but I'm not upset about it. It does happen from time to time. However, it's almost good, right? So I can demonstrate like just what I mean by this game is cruel. It's cruel. 439, that's pretty good. Let's make this maybe pink. Can we do that? Nah, how about red again? Go back to red. The game crashed here the other day. which is okay. I've got saves in case that happens. And it never really crashes during the game. So it's fine. It's only when you finish missions that every once in a while it'll crash. But we got no crash. Good stuff. Let's go. Straight into the mission. Sip from the Matt mug. It's the last of the Code Red. Only got one little bottle. I've got a Red Bull to drink either tonight, because I'm doing quite a few of these videos, or tomorrow night. Alright, I'm going to shoot Boomer because of the spawns, just like on POW camp earlier. We shoot Boomer.
Well, that's one down.
Tell the team to ambush right here, so that they're in a good spot when we finish the level, because we need all living teammates to be right there in this area once again. However, we cannot kill them to end the mission here, or at least we haven't figured out a way to yet. Uh-oh, give me ammo. Thank you. So sometimes you pick up a rifle and there's no ammo. It can actually get you killed. It's pretty bad. Okay. We're not getting the radio call, which means there is a chance we're going to get a meme cave, which is totally fine, honestly. It doesn't cost us that much time anymore ever since I did the latest round of routing. It looks like I'm wounded a little bit, which is honestly not a huge deal. We just have to play this pretty safe. We already do have to play it safe. This level is also pretty dangerous. I'm going to shoot this so it's safer on the way back, because sometimes an enemy spawns here. We don't want him getting the drop on us. We don't want him to aim before we aim. Again, killing that guy's basically just to protect us on the way back, actually. Okay, I'm gonna go to the left and just shoot him and make sure. We have to kill every guy in these caves, otherwise we get what's lovingly called Meme Cave. Also, check it out. We keep moving during that cutscene. Swag jump. However, it's also good for getting enemies into position, or rather for keeping enemies in their current position, rather I should say. Because enemies can't move during those cutscenes, but you can. You can also actually disarm the nuke, or rather arm it. In 100% you also disarm it. I think we might be getting a meme. Let me see if... Okay, this guy's here. Oof, lucky he didn't shoot the barrel. Yeah, no. We're gonna get a meme cave, most likely, which is fine. It's not a big deal. We didn't get the radio call at the very beginning. And that has a pretty good... a pretty significant tendency to cause the meme cave if you don't get the radio call. Or rather, I guess I should say that when you get the enemies calling for help on the radio, you fail a secondary mission objective, which is no big deal. But it actually creates a situation where the enemies will all be spawned at the end more often than not. And if they're not all spawned at the end, we get what's called Meme Cave, which we might be getting a light one right now. I can't really tell. This guy is the trigger man. I'm gonna shoot him. Looks like there's one guy in here. So there's probably gonna be two over here. Oh wow, we got nuke secured. But we are not fast enough to get the cutscene. If you start arming the nuke when that cutscene plays, all enemies are frozen. So you're able to... We used to think it might help with IGT, but it doesn't. Because some cutscenes don't count towards IGT, but that one does. You're able to be completely protected. And we don't have Boomer here with us. And yeah, we kill him also to be fast here, because we have to run all the way back now. But it's mostly for the spawns. I'm amazed we didn't get a meme cave, actually. That was very lucky. Because we did not get the radio call at the beginning, and we did not get the guy spawning behind back there. And both those things combined are... well, rather, I should say both of those things are indicators that you're going to get a meme cave. So I'm pretty thankful that we did not. I'm going to shoot this just in case, because that barrel will kill you if you're anywhere near it and enemies shoot it. Okay, the entire, as Lynxie would say, the entire baseball team is after you now. Oh wow, there's no one here. Okay, we can run. There they are, the army has spawned. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna toss one of these to make sure that they're... It causes them to kind of panic and run away, which makes it less likely that they're gonna be shooting at us. Okay. Okay, we got away. That's the most dangerous part. One of the most dangerous parts of the run right there is just running away out of the cave. But we're through the worst of it. We just need to be nice and safe now. We shot this light already. So even if there is a guy here, we'll see him before he sees us. No one here? Oh wow, this mission's being really polite to me actually. Really generous. Because yeah, I mean, we didn't get the radio and we did not get the guy spawning behind, and we still did not get a meme cave. That's pretty good. Alright, let's get out of here.
I'm right behind you.
All living teammates must be in this general area. You cannot shoot them. It doesn't work. Actually, it crashes the game sometimes if you shoot them a bunch right here. But look at this. They just freeze in place. Okay, 55-30. It was a good pace earlier, but now we'll still be under estimate, obviously. But yeah, that prison break, I was being so careful because I knew we'd already lost the time on City of the Forgotten. We lost a whole minute. So I was being so careful on prison break, and that lost us 3-4 minutes, something like that. It's a really, really bad time loss to take, getting killed there. But again, it's not really your fault when it happens. That's why I've given the extra cushion for the estimate, is exactly in case of this, because prison break is still dangerous for that reason. Now, what used to be the hardest mission casually is the easiest one in the speedrun. Death Blow, we have to eliminate the bosses, the head honcho, the final boss. Time is coming up as soon as I kill the second guy. I'll say when. We're actually going to leave the team behind because this is just too dangerous. I'll even take the safe entrance.
Hoo-yah!
And we'll have Boomer ride off into the sunset.
Yes, sir.
It's a bit too dangerous to bring them with us. This is something we just have to do all alone. We have to do it ourselves. I'd like to give an extra special shout out to the SOCOM speedrun community.
Looks like he's moving. Looks like the cat's out of the bag.
Alright. We didn't get any epic music. Okay, there it is. Oh wow, that guy shot me on the way down. That's pretty funny. Okay. I'm gonna jump so that we don't get totally owned here. Reload mash so that we don't get totally owned here. Oh wow, no damage. That was a good alley. Or a good escape. Okay, give me a good spawn here. Not a good spawn. We're gonna tuck into the pocket back here and wait. Okay, that guy's still alive. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn around and shoot this guy. No, I don't. He's way back there, and that's the final boss right there. Fat Cat. He's dead. And now he's coming with us. Alright. Time in 3, 2, 1.
The Sarikahu won't trouble the world
GG.
again. I'm proud of you, team. I'll buy you all a cold one when you get back.
She means a cold Code Red Mountain Dew in a Matt mug. Or a cold glass of water, you know, the drink of champions. But yeah, GG, we're done. 57-55, not bad considering that we got that really rough kill or the really rough pickle death in Prison Break. Again, there's nothing you can well, especially in that case, there was nothing that can be done because I literally ran past the area and the guy spawned feet away from me, which never happens. We'll just have to be even more vigilant and just look at the spot at all times. And if the guy spawns, which he won't if you're looking at it, but be ready. But overall, that was a pretty decent run. The first half of it was actually cracked pace. It started to go downhill a little bit at City of the Forgotten because we had to run back and get the guys. But that can be avoided actually. Next time we'll just shoot them from the main compound area, shoot them ourselves. It's not nearly as fast as if your team does it. You lose like 30 seconds or maybe more like 20 from doing it, but you lose a whole minute from having to run back. So maybe even a little more actually. It may have been like a minute 10, minute 15. But in any case, I've been Casual Speedrun. Thank you.